Okay, guys, so I'm back already. Episode 3, and I couldn't resist playing another day. Quick update. I was out here, literally standing right here, and I look over, and who do I see? I saw a screamer. This is about 4:30 in the morning, maybe 5. It was a little bit bright out, but not that bright. So screamer screamed, and then about 7 zombies came, or 5 zombies, or whatever. Killed them all, cleaned up their stuff, put it all away. Delayed me slightly in getting out to my loot run of town here, but that's okay. Get this guy. Oh shit. Okay. Nice level up. Okay, I'll leave him for later. Oh, I should have grabbed a beer. I always forget to do that. Just to make the travel a little bit more reasonable. Okay, so today I think we'll start out with this church over here. I'm gonna kind of take a path a little bit off the road so I can get feathers, I guess. Just because you can never really have too many. Getting quite a few random zombies around here too. Once I get a little bit of iron, I should make a few more barbed wire fence. That seems to be a pretty good tool to have on me. The other one that I should start doing more of is wood frames, just to kind of quickly run away and jump up on things. Man, there's a lot of them today. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It gives me a little bit of options in terms of, well, more experience. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we do have a dog. Okay, let's... I hate the dogs. I need more iron. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's a hog. Oh shit. He got out. He got out. Okay, that's not good. And we're bleeding out. Okay, okay, and of course I switched to my hunting knife, which had no durability on it whatsoever. God damn it. Okay. Well. Yeah, I gotta be prepared when I go out. It's just the thing. I mean, I thought I was safe there for a second, but apparently not. So tell you what, this time we're just gonna be super paranoid and careful. And we'll just grab a few... First of all, let me grab this because I need to repair stuff. I'll leave 20 at home. I do have a bunch of feathers, okay. But what I really need is wood and iron. I guess I really need my tools to get what I need, so I'll just quickly run back and hopefully I can get my stuff without too much of a hassle. I really hate dying. It's demoralizing, and it obviously has implications on my wellness. I need my wellness to be up in the hundreds, not down in the 70s. It's a cycle, because when you have 70 hit points instead of 150, you die very quickly. I mean, I might have survived that encounter if I had a little extra hit points. it looks like the dog... I don't see him. Of course, I don't see that hog either. That's a missed opportunity for the hog. The zombie there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a little bit safer this time. Of course, I have no armor really to speak of either. I'll go ahead and... Why can't I repair this? Oh, I need the correct book. Okay, so I'll scrap that, because I can't repair that. Let's make a bat. Iron reinforced club, basically. Wear that. Okay, let's just, let's just get a little bit more iron here with this, lamp. That's 5. Okay. I'm gonna stay out in the street here. Kill this fat guy. Oh, there's the dog. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Alright, let's just see what we can do here. I guess I have to go with that. And let's make a few wood frames as well. Okay, so I feel a little bit more comfortable with these tools. Where'd the dog go? He didn't despawn, did he? Well, that makes me extremely paranoid. Okay, I see a dog. With that barbed wire, I should be able to get him. Okay. Really good animation game. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do it the cheap way here. I'll pick this equipment back up. Get some glass going as well. Okay, no zombies, which is kind of weird and unusual, but... Because usually you get a few zombies in these churches, but I guess not today. Nothing in the coffin. Grab these. Not a good use of my time, to be honest. It's not very efficient. See if there's anything in the bookcase. Yes, there is. Masonry. Nice. Little option for painting there. So I can paint stone textures onto walls, basically. Okay, that's probably about it. I mean, I can get this glass and stuff, but... Okay, that's it for that. Let's move on to the gas station. I already started kind of on the outside here. You can get the gas out of these. Always a good little pickup source for gasoline. Let's do the perimeter first. Okay, I see 2 zombies. Oh, I missed him. Is that this guy, or is it coming from inside the building? That sound, I think it's inside the building. Okay, we will definitely be getting stuff in there in a second. Okay, so can I do the iron reinforced? Yeah, let's make one of these and replace this club. You can see here our entity damage 7.5, and when this one finishes, you'll see that that goes up quite a ways. Well, not quite a ways, a little ways. But it's easy to make with basic starting materials. Alright, and that's 8.47, so it is better. And I would say more than 10% better, you know? Okay. Painkillers, excellent. A lot of gasoline in the gas station, of course. Cooking pot. I'll just put this with this fire in case I ever need to use it. I don't even know what these things are. Can I just... Oh, it's forged steel. I didn't realize you get forged steel out of these. That's awesome. That's pretty good, actually. I did not realize you could get that out of that. I hear somebody trying to break out. Don't see anything right away inside. Let's create an escape hatch here. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and enter through the garage here. Just finish the perimeter real quick. Let my stamina get restored a little. Okay, I don't see anything over here. Oh, nice. Another gun, schematic, always good. Ooh, a small engine, that's good too. I think this was like this guy's attempt at, whoever was staying here, their attempt at a zombie trap. Getting tons of gas barrels, this working workbench, so we can go ahead and mark that on the map. So if I need to use that before I level up high enough to make my own, I will remember that. good, decent loot in here. Okay. Those businessmen zombies are nice and easy to kill, so I like that. Today's episode will just be today's in-game day, so I will probably scrap some things here. Drop that. Alright. So I'll probably just play until nightfall, maybe do a little bit at night, but really it's a pretty short episode. I like keeping them short if possible. I think more people are more excited to watch them if they're a little bit more manageable. Okay, we'll scrap that bronze. With a level up, that's amazing. Create an escape hatch here as well. That way there's always a second exit I can flee out of if need be. Okay, so basically my long-term goal, well, my short-term goal is to survive the Horde Night. My long-term goal, not even that long-term really, is to, oh fuck. Is that a Horde? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Horde. My shorter term goal, or my slightly longer term goal, is to make a mini bike. And since I already got the book last episode, I'm in really good shape for doing that. Crap. Maybe I can convince him to come down here. Gotta eat that. Well, now they're in. Not sure where she's going. Trying to deprive me of my kills. Hey, dude. I guess she went down there. That's cool. Alright. I'm getting a lot of loot from these guys. Well, I could have worn that, I guess. That was a pretty small horde, to be honest. I guess they are kind of small in the early game. I think some of those bodies might have disappeared. That's okay, I got tons of experience, that's the whole point. Okay. There's still somebody somewhere around here. Might be in the other bathroom that I opened up earlier. Okay. Might be on the roof as well. Let's go up to the roof. They need to fix the ladder system in this game. It's very janky. Okay, so, ooh, scrap boots. We'll read that for sure. You can actually almost make that. I need duct tape, which I could easily make, and one more leather, which I could easily make. Let's go ahead and make... Oh, I need a little bit more iron, okay. Should not be a problem. I would think this would give me iron. Probably need a wrench to really properly harvest this thing. Okay. So that should be enough. We'll go ahead and craft that up. Let's scrap that. Yeah, those hazmat pants actually do a little bit more protection, so I'm going to keep them for now. And no real treasures up here. A couple of birds' nests, and that's basically it. So, that's the gas station. And that's going to basically do it. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay, next we'll do this diner. Still got time for the diner, probably the booby trap, and maybe one or two more buildings, so we'll see. Might be pushing it. The booby trap and this diner might be it. Scrap that. And let's go ahead and put these boots on. Ooh, yeah, our armor smithing ability is really low. But the scrap boots are still better, even in low durability setting, than some crappy old tennis shoes. Gives us a maple seed. I'll probably have to plant that. Let's go ahead and plant that. Get rid of it. Alright. Put this back here just in case. Okay. Let's just go in the front door. Wonder how long she's been laying there. These ones are tough. I already killed one, I think. But these guys have a lot of hit points, just like the tourist. Of course, I seem to have gotten a critical or something. This will probably alert somebody's attention. My pick is just about done. I did bring some forged iron though, so I can repair it. Don't see any zombies, that's crazy. Try to get through this somewhat quickly here. Tempted to bring this paint along, even though I probably might have to get rid of it if I need inventory space later. Let's see if there's some beer in here. Yes, there is. Okay. Go ahead and repair that. Yeah, it's much more effective when it's in good condition. Okay, there's an escape route. Now, this is the more dangerous part of the cafe here. Surprised there are no zombies in here whatsoever. Okay, we do have a treasure map. Let's let's just get rid of it. We can make or find more of that later. Definitely want that. Well, let's do that. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just read this. And now we have a treasure on the map. See if it's anywhere close by. Probably not. Never seems to be. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. So when we go to the trader, we can check that out. Okay. And we do have a wrench. I hate to give that up. Let me just drink this real quick. Okay, we're full on water for the first time in the game. That's cool. Alright, that's this place. Moving on. Let's just do this little guy real quick, and then we'll go to the booby trap. Oh boy. Barely caught him out of the corner of my eye. Blunt weapon skill has finally gone up to level 2. Okay, we'll definitely swap out our bandana. And our poncho, for that matter. Oof. That's a major improvement on the poncho. And the bandana, for that matter. So now if I go to my character, well, looks the same, but much higher quality. Okay. Game on. My axe is not doing too well either. Oh boy. Yeah, good move to get out of there when we did. I don't need that. Let's just do this. Okay. I guess I'll use that again. Don't really have room for it, so I have to use it now. It's no big deal. The coffee will replace beer, basically. Can you even craft beer? I don't even know. Yes, you can. In the chemistry station, you need hops flour. I don't even know how to get that. You can make arrows. Okay, well, we got whacked, and fortunately, there was only one hit, and we didn't get stunned. That was my bad for not paying attention again. Okay, we got another level up. We have tons of skill points, actually. I'm level 13, so that means I can unlock... I mean, when I turned level 10, it opened up a few additional options for me, so I can definitely do some good stuff with my level up tonight. I've died many times in this little area, so I want to be really careful here. In fact, I think I should clear the building and come back. Let's go upstairs and clear that first. Okay, shit. A little metal though, so that's good. Once I break down this door, I think I'm gonna send my axe off for repair. Okay. I think most of the zombies that were up here jumped out the window earlier. So I think, looks like I'm pretty good here. I'll check out the roof. Okay, wow. Shit. Okay, I'll leave the plastic behind because I've got so little of it. Let's just... Can I just... Oh, I wish I had a campfire. Well, I'll cross that bridge when I need to. Okay. Oh, that's unlocked. Okay. No, that's a little closet. Check out the roof real quick. Didn't figure there'd be anything up here in terms of zombies, but... Yeah, these aren't that good, but these are parts that I could potentially use, so... Let's get our eggs and use that. Okay. I don't care. Alright. And let's go back all the way down to the place where the gun box was. That goes on the outside, right? Yeah. Shit, okay. I want all this stuff. I do. Put that in there. Scrap that. I guess I'll scrap that because I have a better wrench at home. Oh, man. It's getting dark already. Okay. Maybe I should just check this safe out, and then after I'm done with that, head home. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Boy, what I wouldn't give for that beer right about now. Well, our wellness is back on the upswing. Always good. Getting a... What's the... well, no, I just scrapped something I was gonna say. I just got a whole bunch of iron. I don't know what it was. No, it was the wrench, wasn't it? I'm gonna need another one of these. Getting there. Let's make sure nobody's around. Do have this one guy coming in. Let's hurry up and finish this. Hate this process. It does take a while, but I think if I can get into this safe and see if there's anything in here, it would be good. Better than with the stone axe, by the way. Okay, we're almost in. And we're in. Okay, we do have a hunting rifle. We'll scrap that. Shit. I hate to do this, but I'm going to scrap that. Scrap these. Hunting rifle. My receiver there is better than that one. I'll scrap that. Okay, good. Okay, so I actually do have a functioning hunting rifle now, so I will save this. I always like to save my safes, the good ones anyway. Okay, let's head home. And then we'll put our stuff away and spend our skill points and call it an episode. The timing of this episode worked out really well. Okay, so running into any dogs. Gotta love the hunting rifle. It's a very powerful gun. Go ahead and use those. Scrap that. I'll check on our farm too. I should have just scrapped the frickin' axe. But that's a pretty good haul, actually. Got some things we really needed, like, well, the engine. Could be our first mini bike engine, theoretically. Okay, and the corn and stuff is ready too, so I can do that overnight. It is day 5 going into day 6, so day 6 I really should spend preparing for the Horde Night. So I really don't necessarily think I'm going to get back out until after the Horde Night. Okay, so let's get that going. And let's get this cooking up as well. Excuse me. Why can't I do grilled meat? Oh, I need 2. Okay, so I'll just put this away for now. Alright. Coming along with that. Okay. I dropped my cat. No, I have cash. Okay. Gas barrel. Okay. Get this in here. That goes there. I'm gonna put a good chunk of this iron in here this time. Start accumulating. scrap iron so I can use it to upgrade my defenses and whatnot. Okay, we do have a better football helmet now, so we'll scrap this one. Oops. Medical. And we'll get this going. Okay, and then guns. The gun storage is back here for now, so let's get that going. Okay, and there's the ominous music. I'll hang on to the gun overnight just in case. And then what I need to do is harvest. So let's just do a perimeter sweep, make sure there's no zombies in the immediate area. Okay, I don't see any. I do need to do some perimeter lighting at some point. Okay, my row of potatoes. Good. Coffee. Blueberries. Goldenrod. Not sure if the yucca or the aloe are going to be ready, but the cotton sure is. I'll let those continue to grow. Okay. So with that, let's start planning our next farming activity here. So corn is going to be the super useful one, of course. Let's turn all these potatoes into seeds. Maybe 2 full rows of potatoes. Not quite a full row of coffee. Do 1 row of goldenrod again. Oh shit. Okay, and then cotton, let's just do 1 row. Yeah, we'll do 2. Okay, and then for this, let's just do like 36. Okay. And I'll put the rest away. I'm putting the cotton in the food drawer just for convenience. Same with the goldenrod, eventually chrysanthemum as well. They're not really foods, but... well, the goldenrod kind of is. Okay, so... and I really should start making goldenrod tea anyway because it adds to my wellness. Okay, so let's get the corn in here first. Super paranoid about zombies. Okay. That's like half the garden is now corn, which is pretty much likely to be the case for most plants, most plantings. The cotton up here. Really don't need that much cotton. Might consider scaling that back at some point once my other crops get to the point where I have enough of them to plant full rows. To the blueberries and the coffee. Ooh, actually I'm gonna be a little short on my potatoes for a full row. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... ooh. Well, we're just gonna have to go out of rows because maybe I did too much corn this time. Maybe I should only plant like 24 corn. That would open up room for the potatoes. If I did 1 line of cotton, it would open up room for the gold or whatever the other one I'm working on. Okay, well, I guess I'll just plant these out here. They'll just... Problem is, if you plant them outside of tilled soil, they'll only grow one, so... You do want to till your soil, obviously, but I don't necessarily want to expand the farm right now. This is more defensible, and I don't really need it that big. I just didn't plan well with corn and cotton. So I think from now on, I'll do 24 corn, which will be a pretty big harvest anyway. Certainly big enough to sustain me during interim periods. Ooh, I forgot the forge is on. We'll just finish that up real quick. Okay. Okay. And we'll finish this wrapping around here. And we're out of wood. Wow, okay. Well, the day had to come eventually when I would run out of wood. I'm almost done with it though, so let's just cheat our way over here and grab this. Okay, I'm getting a phone call. I gotta take it. I'll be right back. Hello? Oh, yes, I can talk now. Oh, yes. Well, I'm definitely gonna go in. I don't think there's anything we'll kind of work on together necessarily today. Want to just kind of plan out tomorrow a little more formally. I can catch up. Yeah, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna head in just for a few hours this afternoon, just finish up on some things. But why don't we just catch up tomorrow for our work day? How was Idaho? You'll have to tell me about it when it's finalized. Okay. Okay, well that sounds good. I'll just see you tomorrow. When you schedule the other one, what time is that one? So they're all at 1? Okay. Yeah. When is over? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Nothing like a big pause with a background phone call to pique your interest, right? Okay, so that should be enough wood to finish this framing. And the episode is almost over anyway. If I was a good streamer, I would have just ended the episode. Clearly that wasn't the case. That was not meant to be. Boy, that's a ton of corn. That's great, though. What I can do is I can make walls around this, keep it open to the sky, and that might be a good option, actually. reinforce the corners a little bit. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's take a look at our... Let's do just a little bit of looking at our skill points, and then I want to look at our guns as well. Okay, let's take... You know what I should just do? I should just get rid of these. Yeah, this will clean this area up nicely. I probably should get rid of all of these, but I'll do that off camera. Same with at least these. I'll have to do that once the mushrooms are done growing, but... Ooh, actually, no. I might want to... No, I can get rid of those. Well, anyway. So let's do the guns first. Let me turn off the forge real quick. It's just producing heat on my heat map that I don't need. Okay, so... Guns. Let's start sorting these. So... First of all, I do have 2 complete weapons. Okay, so I'm going to do shotguns in this row here. I'll do complete weapons at the top, with ammo right underneath. Okay, we'll do the Magnum. Pistol. Hunting rifle. Sniper rifle can be on the edge. S&P barrel. Pistol receiver. Okay, I've got 2 pistol receivers. So what I typically do, as I start to accumulate, and this can be like miscellaneous, or AKA miscellaneous, something like that. Okay, so what I typically do when I start getting gun parts is I start ordering them in terms of back of the gun towards front of the gun. The only one that I actually have, no, I actually don't have enough parts to make a single gun yet, and I don't have the perks to do so either. But then I typically start scrapping inferior parts to save room. On the shotgun, I typically go for 2 of each. Most every other type of gun, I just go for 1 of each. Okay, so that's pretty much a good rundown of what our gun situation is. We do have 30 bullets plus 15, so that's like 45 shots on my pistol. I have 22 shots on my hunting rifle. You can see the individual components. The pistol could be upgraded right now if I had the perk. But as you can see, I cannot click a symbol because I need to read the correct book. I need the pistol book. But then I could, you know, sub in that especially, and then this, and then that would become at the very least, a yellow, maybe even a green gun. Okay, so let's do skill points. We have 30. We are level, I think we're level 14, 13. Okay, so with that, I could do gunsmithing to help improve my ability there, but I'm not going to do that. Armor crafting is tempting because it would start making my armor would be better than 25. But I think I should do weapon and toolsmithing first. So let's do toolsmithing. Need to be 20 to get up to 4. Okay, so that's good. Oh, and you know what? I just realized I completely blew Quality Joe. No, I didn't. I already got it. Okay, that's fine. I need to be I need to have 40 scavenging to get up to the next one. That's going to take a while. In the meantime, what about this guy? We could do Sexual Tyrannosaurus. Let's do that. Increases our stamina quite a bit. And then let's do Minor 69er. We don't have the points for it, but I will save my points for that. So let's save. I wonder what this actually affects. Anyway, so that's good for our skill points. Let's take a look at the map. Let me get up on the roof real quick. I should really delete these stairs. At the very most, replace them with a ladder. I could create a little bit of a trap system here. Create 2 of these. Could throw these down right here, basically. And that way, enemies, in theory, will still path towards me if I'm up here, but they'll get stuck right there. And that would be pretty cool. We're almost done with the episode, by the way, and thanks for sticking around after that awkward pause. I really should use a wrench on this thing up here. There's no purpose to it being up here other than decorative. Okay, so I don't see anybody. Ever since I settled down, it's been kind of nice and quiet. There's that cave system. I guess that's where I have spent the night a few times. So I'm really actually not that far off from there. Just kind of looking around at the map and seeing what's around. To get to the trader, I think I really should just get the mini bike. So the mini bike, let's start taking a look at those components and plan for tomorrow. So I do have a mini bike seat already, so I don't need to worry about that. Handlebars, I'll come back to that. This one is in the forge, and that's fairly easy. Mini bike handlebars, I need electrical parts, and I'm not sure that I have 5 electrical parts. I also need to make the handlebars themselves, which is a forge item, I think. Do I need the I need the workshop, don't I? Yeah, I need the workbench to make some of this stuff. So, but I just need mechanical parts for that. Let me take a look and see what it's going to take to unlock the workbench. It requires construction tools 15. Let's take a look, and that does cost 10 points, so maybe next level. But let's take a look at construction tools. Okay, we're at 11, it's 1 point. Let's just... at least 4 of them, that way... well, we'll do 5. That way, when we get to the next level, we can do the workbench. And that means we can basically make a mini bike at the next level. But, unfortunately, we're going to have to potentially not have a mini bike before day 7. Because I really do need to get to work on my stuff for the Horde Night. Let me just get rid of these. I'm just going to kind of redo part of this cabin. I think maybe I'll play another... well, nah. I'm going to break the episode up here once it turns to daylight. But I'm going to get rid of some of these windows because I don't think I need them. And it's better to have an escape hatch than a death trap. Because since I've secured the stairs now, I should be in good shape here. Okay, so what do I need to make a somewhat secure base? Well, the answer is a shit ton of wood and flagstone, probably. Metal would be nice too, but I really am going to struggle to have a whole ton of metal right now. Tell you what though, let's do a bunch of forged iron. Boy, that's a lot. I'll do 60 forged iron. And that way I can make new tools at some point. Do I have any more? Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's make a... because I'm more skilled now, so let's do an iron pickaxe and scrap this one. And we're going to do the same thing with our fireman's axe once we get enough forged iron here. In the meantime, put that in there. Get that melting down. And in the other meantime, let's do cobblestone. I'll just max that out. Let me go chop down a tree or two real quick before we end this episode. Maybe I should break day 6 up into 2 halves. Because the first episode was like 2 or 3 days, right? Second episode was day 3, third episode was day 4, and this episode was day 5. So maybe if I just kind of lump day 5 and 6 a little bit together, I think that makes a little bit of sense. Let me grab some of my... Do I have beer? I think I do. By the way, with my cobblestone that I'm making, it's not ready yet, but eventually I will be able to start repairing my cabin as well. Okay, so that's good. So let's make a axe. And we will scrap that one eventually, but let's use it to chop more trees down. Let's use beer. It's great for your stamina, obviously. I'm also going to make an effort to plant these trees away from my cabin a little ways. We want to have a big clear space with no trees right next to the cabin. And so I think it makes sense to plant these a little ways away. I still think that the best bet for my defense tower is going to be potentially in the street. Although I could go over here, but I think it's more defensible down here. So I won't plant these anywhere close by. I'll plant them way out here. So we're getting a good amount of wood here. Our pick is almost ready. And it's ready. Okay, so that is 150 now, which is nice. And that should help, excuse me, dramatically increase our harvest time on rocks. In fact, it might make sense now to start doing the rocks instead of the trees. Basically, day 6, it's going to be a lot of resource gathering. I'm probably going to do quite a bit of this off camera as well. And then we'll bring you back in for day 7 in the Horde. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing, is I'll show part of day 6 on camera, I'll do the other part off camera, and that should keep it nice and fresh. The beer is still active, so I definitely want to keep mining and harvesting while the beer is active. I do have another beer, I think, possibly more. I want to compare coffee and beer and see what the difference is in terms of duration. So it says limited time. Well, I think the beer is probably more potent, but just only slightly. Definitely gonna need some clay as well. And the beer has worn off. Okay. Okay, we already got that one. What I'll probably end up doing You just kind of make a noticeable line of trees at some fixed distance from my house. I think we're well within the range of acceptable distances way out here, so but eventually you'll start to see that line start to form with trees growing. Okay, so we got 20. Stamina is deteriorating here, but that's okay. Could make a claw hammer at some point. I don't know. Oh, there's a deer or something, or a hog. Let's get that. That's a good option for us. Just get close enough to hit it, and then we'll crouch down and aim. Is that a dog? Oh, it's a dog. Yeah, on second thought, I mean, I think I could get him. I just need to do it from safety. Let's go up here. Surprised this is still on. Those frames really do burn forever. Okay. That should be good. Hard to get the range up here. Because if I can kill him, I can still get resources from him, like meat and animal fat and leather. Oops. Seems to have frozen in place. The pathing on the dogs is a little questionable. Okay, he should get stuck on these. Or just go around in circles, that's fine too. Come on, buddy. Come on. Too bad dogs' legs don't get broken in this. Ah, fuck. Come on, doggy. Of course, now he's destroying my place. Well, I've done some damage to him. Let's just, I did leave the door open, so he'll probably meet me down here. One headshot. God damn it. Oh shit. Oh shit. There we go. Boy, that was a close one. That could have been bad. Okay, let's get a shiv actually. I really should have one of these on hand anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel that. Cancel the rest of those. Let the shiv happen, and then get the axe. And then the rest cobble. Okay. So that worked out, but it wasn't my finest moment. I probably should have found a way to kill him from the rooftop, to be honest. To take a little bit of a risk. Do these guys produce meat at all? Apparently not. That's okay. Still use the leather. Oh, there's another one. Shit. Okay. This time we're not going to take any chances. We're going to do it from up here. Where'd he go? Is he on the move? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Did he just, like, fall over dead? Okay, I guess he just decided to go ahead and die for some reason. I have no idea what would have killed him. That's weird. Maybe they just die after a while. Okay, so I do need some clay as well. Now I'm a little reluctant to actually dig here because it's so close to my base. It's actually in my base. but there's a little bit of a patch down here that's going to be about perfect. Right about here. And this is a little bit more appropriate because it's not going to affect my defenses so much. It's actually at a weird angle that kind of lets me see the ground a little bit better for purposes of seeing where the clay ends and where the dirt begins. I don't mind if I get a little dirt too. The dirt is useful for a lot of things that I'm going to need eventually anyway, like mushroom spores and possibly sod. And we're out of stamina again. But see, in that little short period of time, I already got 300 extra clay. Clay is fairly quick to harvest. Alright. So we do have the workbench now. So go ahead and unlock that. I wonder if I can edit my stream after the fact and cut it. Scrap that. Boy, you know, I must have been doing something in my inventory just now. While that was waiting, I don't know. That seems like it took forever to get that axe out. Oh, I guess it was a 2-minute build time. So I think I'll make a tree line over here as well. Somewhere like right over here. That'd be good. Let's get rid of things within that tree line. At some point I'll mow all of this grass. I'm putting intermittent spikes everywhere. Okay, so with our cobblestone, which is now done, we're going to make a bunch of flagstone. I need about, well, I'm going to need quite a bit. I can make as many as 10, or I mean 100. Let's make 50. Should be probably about what I need. So we're going to start the watchtower, basically. So I think my plan... Oh, there's another dog. Boy, those dogs are everywhere. I don't want to get too far from the house because of that. But I feel pretty safe if I do it from up here. By the way, let's repair this. Nice. Alright, let's not get too crazy. Okay, so let's go out here. Where's that dog? There he is. Okay. Be nice if it was deer. There's 2 of them. I see another one out there as well. Oops. These guys are really hard to hit sometimes. At a distance. Oops. There we go. Got a headshot too. Hey, doggy. Okay, we're back to this routine. Where is he? I wish I could come over here and shoot. See, I can make a tiny little step platform over there to help me facilitate attacking things down there. Very dangerous to be up here. Well, I can't see him. Could make arrow slits down here. Like here would be a perfect place for an arrow, so let's do that. Oh, this might actually be a problem. So what we'll do is I'll make 18 more of these. But since I have this, I should be able to quickly finish that. And stick this here. Perfect. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not quite in range. I mean, if he was like right out there, I could get him, but he's not. I could just get rid of this so I can see. The dog's up there, I can see him. Probably can't hit him. No. That didn't kill him, did it? Maybe it did. Oh, it did. How about that? Okay, why don't we do something like this? Why don't we take our wood frames, just make a bit of a thing here. This might be temporary, not permanent. But this creates another way up and a place to stand to attack things that's somewhat secure. Okay, so with that, then we'll do 3 ladders. Okay, and then we'll put these 1, 2, and 3. And then we can put another frame over on this one. And then we can, in theory, just jump up to here and then over to there. I wonder where that other dog went. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Chance of maintaining him are pretty low. Yeah. Probably not getting anywhere close to him. Let me just provoke him and run away. Okay, run away. And let's try this thing. Let me just put this in so I don't accidentally pick it up. Alright. Come on, doggy. Boy, he's running around like a crazy person. Well, I could do the barbed wire fence thing. I hate that I'm being distracted by these guys on day 6. It's not good for my survival. Alright, let's just take him out. Okay, he's caught up on the fence. Alright, there we go. Perfect. And I'll leave that fence there. You can never know when you need a fence lying around outside your house. We're getting his zombie somewhere. Not sure where. Yeah, let's get some of these rocks going here. Okay, so with that, I think that's going to be a pretty good starting place for my watchtower. So let's, I'll show you what I'm thinking on that. I'll start building it, and then I'll do some of it off camera. I think where the most intrusive trees are. This one is pretty close. Let's get rid of this one. The other thing that's tempting to do today is to go ahead and make a workbench and start maybe do a little car looting to get a battery, because I need a battery. I'll start storing seeds in here, I guess, too. I'll start doing it. Oops, I don't know why that happened. Bones, I'll start doing in here as well. I'll keep this in here for now. Okay. Still getting that, huh? Okay. Well, let's see here. So we do have plenty of clay. Let's put that away. Okay. So what I'm thinking for my little watchtower, I'll let that completely go. I'm thinking if I go up to the roof, might be the only way I can access it, really. Oh, there's a horde. Small one again. These are these early game small hordes. I do kind of want to confront them because I can get loot and experience, and they're not dangerous, relatively speaking. Just get this right before I lose track of where it is. Oops. I've disrupted the tranquility of this particular horde hardcore. I mean, experience is one of the most important resources in this game. You kind of think of it that way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wow, I got completely blindsided there. How many times have we had this happen though? Get a group of zombies following you and you just kite them and get headshots until you kill them all. Starting to lose quantity of arrow to uncomfortable level. Nice thing about them being in a straight line is that if you miss one, you'll usually hit the next one behind them. I'm starting to precipitate. That could be bad for my comfort levels in terms of staying warm and whatnot. There's another level. That's great. Big Mama. Get you. And finally, one more. There we go. Okay, good. Good outing. I'm gonna wait until they all turn into cadavers before I loot them, so let's use the 30 seconds or so to just get a couple more little trees here. Alright. They should be cadavers by now, or so. Let's save the stamina. Oops, does that have a nest? Yes. I do have 21 feather. I could make those into arrows. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So now I should have a string or a line of corpses that I can just quickly harvest. And I'll just use the axe on them to be expedient instead of the shiv. Shiv takes longer. And you still get the same kind of resources, you just tend to get less of them. Better garden hoe, that's good. Well, it's no wonder I'm running low on arrows. The next one, there he is. Bullet casings, and I'm close enough to home where I don't actually have to scrap those, so that's nice. Oh yeah, there's another one. I think it's the guy I was aiming at. Alright, let's wait for him to turn. You know, I'm already most of the way through this day. Maybe I should just finish it on camera. Getting a little chilly, it looks like, and certainly hungry. I think I was superficially injured sometime in that fight. I don't quite recall when. Maybe it was when I was getting backed up, and then the additional group of zombies came from that direction. Okay. These trees are a little too close, but not too. They're not that far off from where I want them to be. Okay, the rain has cleared up, that's nice. I am getting a little cold. I don't have a coat yet. I'm not sure if I can craft one. You know what I think I want to do? I think I'm going to save... Well, no. I really should focus on the defenses. I was going to say, I could maybe squeeze in a little bit of work to get my mini bike going. I think next, well, the episode right after the Horde, I will certainly have the ability to do that. Probably not a wise idea now. I've got all I need to defend myself from the Horde. A little bit more clay. With the weather as it is, it's affecting my stamina negatively, so that's not good. Okay. Oh, that's a really good mini bike wheel. That is great. Okay, so let's go over here. I think I will place my tower at the edge of this road. Let's go ahead and start it. So let's kind of line up here. Let's be right about here is kind of the place. So I think if I go right about there, maybe right about there. Okay, that's going to be the center of the tower. I'm going to do a 3x3 for now. I might expand it at some point. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a 5x5 base. Which means I'm going to need more cobblestone. And flagstone. I'll do 20 more of those. Okay. So I'll let those craft up, but let's continue this. So we're doing 5x5. Actually, you know what? I almost am tempted to modify that design slightly. Hang on one second. I have an idea. What if I left the corners out for spikes? I'm not sure I've done a tower quite like that before, but yeah, let's try this. I have an idea. I am getting extremely cold out here. So one thing I can do immediately to stave off the cold is take off the poncho and the bandana. No, the bandana doesn't affect that. But the poncho makes me colder, so I definitely want to take that off. And I'm already warming up. Let's also eat. I'll eat these two things. And I'll eat this as well. One of these. And I'll have a drink. And that should get me nice and warm. Okay. And I'm back up to 76. Hey. If I keep going at this rate, I'll be better wellness than the last time I died. Since, like, the third time I died, basically. Since episode 1. Probably jinxed it, and I'll probably die right about now. Okay, so that's a good base for our tower. And so probably the thing to do is to go ahead and upgrade it now. One second. Let's make a claw hammer. That'll speed things along once it's done crafting. I need that anyway. Okay, so that's the only upgrade I can really do right now. But we need spikes. Oops, I don't know why I have caps lock on. Alright. So I can make 4 of those. These do upgrade to that, but I think I just start with these. It'll be a little faster overall. I didn't know I could make a potted plant with clay. Okay, so as that's going, scrap a few things real quick. No, it's gonna take a while. Okay. Eat that, because why not? Okay. So so while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and do the next level. I've always thought about, wouldn't it be cool if I made a tower that had arrow slits at some level that I could just jump down into and start taking out zombies that made their way up to the top of the tower. Okay. So I think what I want to do, I want to let these come in before I move up to the next level. And let's get our wood frames. Do I have any wood frames? Did I scrap those or did I use them all? Looks like I used them all or something. Okay, so let's craft a couple of wood frames here. Okay, so what we'll do with the wood frames, I'll put them here and we'll make a little scaffolding staircase for now. Okay, so we'll just keep going up like that. I'll only complete 3 of the 4 sides as I go, and the corners. But I think I want to do... So what I think I'll ultimately want to do is spikes facing out, but the corner ones facing up. Like that. So we'll get those in there. And I can do the ones facing out later. Okay, so let's get this level. Okay, and let's upgrade it. Do I have a claw hammer yet? Yes, I do. Okay, I can actually scrap this now. I'm never going to need that again. Unless I die or something. This will work twice as fast on upgrading. How are we doing on cobble? Not good. Not good at all. What do we need to get more? We need more clay. So let's grab a little bit more clay. Okay. Here's our source of clay. Let's grab about 100 or 2 of this clay. Very nice. Getting late already, so we're almost done with this episode in this day. But I'm basically right about where I want to be. I feel like I'm definitely going to finish this project in time. Famous last words, huh? Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay. So I know it doesn't look like much, but it gets a lot faster once we get a little higher in the process. Let's do cobble. Max that out. Okay, great. That's going to be plenty. Do I have any more? Let's just scrap that so I can have a little bit more to work with in the field. Okay, gotta wait for that cobble to come in. Let's do another set of spikes. I can do 3 until that gets done scrapping. Scrap those. Okay, what else can I do? I guess I could start placing more of these. The question is, do I want to come up one more? I think I do. Well, yeah, probably. Okay. And then that's probably all the farther I want to come up with these little side flanges, and then I'll just do the rest from this 3x3 in the middle. Okay, so with that, and I'm getting a lot more of the cobble now, so let's keep upgrading. Alright. takes about 9 or 10 to upgrade one of these. But it's a pretty strong block when you do upgrade it. Temporarily get rid of that. Okay, put it back. And I can upgrade these too, but it takes a shit ton of resources. Okay, let's cancel that temporarily. Okay, so that's going to help me move this along. Well, I just have to kind of wait on my construction. So let's go back to the place. Get rid of this while we're at it. We are getting close to night as well, so I do want to try to hurry up if I can. Yeah, those aren't any good. We'll scrap those. Do a little yard work on my way back here too. I like to mow the grass when I can because it allows you to see a little bit better and know what you're working with. Okay, so let's do another scrap iron spike. And we need more flagstone blocks as well. Actually, how many can I get? 14? Okay, let's do the cobble after that. Okay, so that's going to create some flagstone blocks for me. But we can put these spikes in first. So let's put these in right where they belong, which I think the other thing I could do potentially, I think they would work just the same. Just go like that. That way nobody can like use them as a ramp. But I think they are equally deadly to zombies. Okay, and then I think I want to just end this corner game. Yeah, because nobody's going to be able to get up there. Should we just do this? I could make a little ladder system that comes down to that level. A door here almost. Make this hollow inside? Sure, why not? That sounds fun. Okay, so that's kind of going to be the middle tower, and I want to make it roughly the same height as the roof there. That's going to take a while to finish, but I think the best bet is to go ahead and just upgrade a few of these while I have a little bit of daylight left. I want to do one more row of completely upgraded, so let's do that. It's not as important that those get upgraded, because in theory the zombies will never be up there if things go well. Come on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a little bit more, so while we're waiting on that, let's go get just a little bit more resources over here. Is this a lead node? Yeah. Awesome. Don't really need lead right now, though. So move on. Definitely need wood. More important probably are these rocks. These jack-of-all-trade rocks that have lead, iron, nitrate, and coal that you get out of them. We'll go ahead and scrap that in the field again. But I'm going to take you right up until nighttime here, so... And then we have day 7 to finish the tower, which is basically what we need to do. First night horde shouldn't be too bad. Never is, really. It's just if you're not prepared for it, it can really sneak up on you. Surprised there aren't any zombies around. Or that I haven't had a screamer for a while. I had the screamer on the morning of... I want to say day 5, possibly day 4, but I think it was day 5. Okay, that's done. So let's go back to the tower. It does look, starting to look, you know, relatively imposing. Kind of. Kind of, sort of. Let's get these little guys out of the way. These guys kind of, they kind of look like possible zombies in the distance. They're a little too light, but if the lighting is just right, they kind of look like zombies. So I do like to get rid of those when I can. Okay, let's continue upgrading. We've got 3 more. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's wonderful. We now have level 3 all the way around upgraded. And then the next levels are going to be all of this flagstone, and then I'm going to make a pathway over to the roof, basically. And we're going to have to put a couple of poles in at some point. So I'm going to start thinking about that. But in the meantime, what I could do, in theory, is upgrade these. So 40 apiece. I can do 2 more if I want, but I'm not going to. Okay, so that's a relatively secure platform. I mean, like, if I got caught out in the night and I couldn't quite make it back to the cabin, I'd probably be safe up here too, to be honest. Problem is I don't have spikes going around the edge yet. Not getting anywhere with him. And those spikes, by the way, are 40 apiece. But I'll show you what I have in mind, at least while we've got some daylight. There's a vulture. Wouldn't mind having the vulture at this point. The feathers would be nice. I think I can survive the encounter. Okay, so what I have in mind, you should probably have figured out by now, is this. Alright, so we're going to line the bottom of all the sides with these, facing out, and that way, and maybe put a barbed fence in the corner to discourage corner attacks, because those probably are a little bit more weak. Okay, I like the idea of killing one of these vultures. I don't like the fact that it's nighttime. Boy, there's 3 of them, man. I also don't like the fact that there's 3 of them. They tend to infect you, by the way. Come on, buddy. Nice. Well done. Okay, do I have a shiv? Yes, I do. Okay, well, it is almost night, so I think I'm just gonna maybe get a couple more trees, or rocks or something, and then head in. Let's just do a little bit more tree harvesting here. Actually, no, let's do rocks. So once I get this tree, I'll switch to rocks. I'll do try to get through 2 full boulders. That way I have a little bit of stuff to put in the forge. Cash. Never hurt anybody. Alright. I think I got time for 2 of these. Especially if my stamina can kind of hold. Okay. Let's eat and drink. Keep our stamina up a little bit here. Eat a couple of these too. You can probably... what is that? I don't even know what that is. You can get away with eating like 2 or 3 of them, but if you eat too many, you'll get sick. Okay, we better head back in. Really pushing it a little bit here. You can kind of push it a little, though. It's gotta be one of the most haunting sounds imaginable. That, like, low horn from the depth that blows when it becomes nighttime. I guess that's the point, though. Thank goodness for this light. Okay, so we really got a pretty good start on this tower. I like the design a lot. Some more potatoes. Taking a little bit of a risk by being out here, but I think as long as I keep my eyes open, I should be okay. Oh shit, okay. Well, at least it's not a zombie running at me. Hey, buddy. Come give me your feathers. Probably should be less cavalier about this. An infection would be pretty unfortunate at this point. Yeah, they're hard to hit, though. But as long as you get them down on the ground like this, and you actively avoid letting them hit you, it's probably worth it to take them out. Once you have a metal knife of some sort, you get even more feathers. So that's 30 feathers, like 2 or 3 birds' nests. And good experience as well. And I think you get other resources too, like rotting flesh and bones. So bones can be used to turn into glue or shivs. Rotting flesh could be turned into fertilizer eventually. Not that you'd ever need that much fertilizer. Okay, so that's gonna do it for that area. I'm just gonna do a little bit more of this. There's the moon, very lovely. Let's just get a few of these out of the way. Okay, let's head back. And let's go inside and do some stuff. Boy, still a bunch of these. Nice little path here, too. Alright. Let me just repair this quick.
could grab this. Let's grab this real quick. Try to be productive at night. I mean, that's one of the things about this game that you can easily overlook. You don't actually sleep in this game, so you want to think of ways you can be productive at night. And with a somewhat cleared out, safe area like this that I've got, my only concern is if zombies come upon me randomly and then they just swarm me, which would be a disaster. But I'm getting good levels now. Much better than when I was a nomad. Remember that? I wasn't leveling up for shit. Okay, so that's that. Crops are not ready, although the yucca is. I'll wait to harvest that until I do everything else, though. That way it's all at the same cycle. With the exception of the mushrooms, which are always on their own cycle. Okay, so I'll put this iron in here. Get that going. Hope I don't have any... Do 20 wood frames. Good tip from Jeremy in the last stream to use wood frames instead of wood for fuel. Excellent tip. So we'll go ahead and stick those in and get that going. And then down here, nah, I won't cook anything. Put these bullet casings in here for now. How are we storing the pine cones? Here we go. The bones and the cloth and the feathers. I should just go ahead and make a bunch of arrows. So go ahead and get those going, that's fine. Get those in there. And we'll get the... I'll put this in here, I guess. And then this will go down here. Oops. This can go right here. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, let's do a little bit of work with our glass jars and snow. By the way, one thing we might want to think about is antibiotics, which I can make in a campfire with 3 nitrate powder, 4 moldy bread, and 1 bottled water. So if I've got 4 bread and 3 nitrate powder, which I easily do, but I don't have 4 moldy bread, you see. So what I can do is I can use this to make moldy bread, but I have to use a chemistry station. Damn. Okay. So basically, these are useless for me right now until I get more moldy bread. Unless I was gonna say maybe I stored it in a different container. I thought I had more moldy bread than that. Oh well. Okay, so I'll put the nitrate back. I thought I was gonna be able to do that. That's too bad. Okay. Put the cache away. Might as well put that back on for now while I'm inside. And then let's do just a bunch of bottled water. Now the other thing I could do with my corn here is start making cornbread, because I'm basically out of my bacon and eggs. So let's do cornmeal initially. Eventually, it'd be nice if we could do vegetable stew. So that's gonna be these 3 ingredients. We don't have enough mushrooms for that right now, but this is a better item than cornbread. You can substitute meat for the potato, or for the mushrooms, basically. But we don't have enough meat going. The mushrooms are going to be indefinite and easily harvestable. Yeah, I really kind of like that little cutout there. Let's do the same thing here. Oh, we don't have enough cobble. Yeah, fuck it. Just let's make a bunch of it. Let's do 250. It's obviously an inefficient way to separate out my clay, but I was already halfway there. Okay. But I'm gonna need that anyway, so let's get it. It's almost done there. That's coming along nicely. How's my... Oh, I'm still doing arrows. Tell you what, let's cancel the arrows and redo the arrows. Look at the cornmeal boosted up in front. Now I'll go ahead and get this going here. Perhaps should have waited until I had the cobblestone to make the arrow slit before I exposed myself like that, but well, we'll wait. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So with this cornmeal now, we can go over here and we can start doing cornbread. And that will take a while. But as that continues, we'll have a good source of food. Got 200 arrows. We're going to have another 97, so we're going to have over 250, which is a full stack. So that's good. Feel good about that. Probably go ahead and take this toilet out. It's alright for now. Kind of want to make an arrow slit here. Okay, let's make this into cobble. And then we'll do a arrow slit. And then I need a flagstone to replace the one that's missing there as well. Okay. Excellent. So we'll get this down there. And we'll get this here. Yeah, that's good. So now I have arrow slits on 3/4 of my wall. Well, not yet. One more of these. Okay. And then let's check on this. Get the rest of that. Let's get slated for cooking. Get this turned off. Don't need it for now. It's just generating heat. Try to use your forge somewhat sparingly if you can, especially before you got your defenses up, because it does attract zombies in a pretty serious way. Okay, let's get this in there. Okay, so I think I'm actually fairly secure on that side as well. Let's do one more there. Yeah, this is good for me. Okay, let's do a little work with our skill points while we're crafting all that stuff. Oops. Okay, so we got the workbench. Steel smithing is on our mind. We need toolsmithing and weaponsmithing and science. Where's our toolsmithing at? Okay, we can't advance that. We don't have enough points for... Well, no, we have enough points. We just don't have enough... Anyway. How about miner 69? Let's get a point in that. That's going to make us mine faster. That's going to be good. How about science? We can do another science. Okay. What about fast eddy? Can we do another fast? No, we're not quite good enough to do that. Probably best to save these points. I could do quicker crafting. The fixer helps us with repairs. Actually, I kind of like this bad mechanic one. That's going to help with cars. and stuff, so let's do that. That's gonna be good. I don't think I've ever used that one before. Okay. So I've almost got a full stack of water here. Let's go and just make room for our bread there. Let's put our snow away. We will have to get, like, actual water at some point. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, let's, just do that. Just changing the order of everything so that I get that arrow slit. Okay. And then let's put this one in here. So we've got one on each side, basically. I'm not sure if zombies can see through these things. Probably, honestly. Okay, and this will help us check on our farm, too. And we can even harvest some things. That's great. Okay, well, while that's all growing, I could work on my little bunker as well. Although I think probably not gonna... Well, you know, the thing I could do is I could go down there and put some of my more vulnerable things. I think this is going to be safe in here. And those are going to be probably pretty safe up there. I'm a little bit worried about the forge and stuff, but nah, I'm not even gonna bother with the bunker until between night 7 and night 14. Okay, so, you know, our excess water we can start banking, which is great. Tons of jars, so we're doing okay there. It's almost daytime again. I guess the thing to do would be to maybe get a little bit more clay and make some more cobblestone, because I'm probably going to need it. But I guess I should probably do that next time, huh? Surprised we didn't have any zombie activity whatsoever last night. Okay, and it is daytime, of course. So I think with that, I need to wind down and end this episode. Probably should make a few torches around the watchtower eventually. Yeah, I definitely don't need to be farming cotton right now. There's so much cotton in this biome, I probably don't need to farm it at all, to be honest. I might just do one row, typically, till at least until it gets maxed out. Okay, so that's pretty good brush clearing activity here. You just kind of feel more civilized when you get your brush cleared out. Okay. Excuse me. So with that, I think I'll just go inside and put stuff away, but I think this is probably, let's just call it an episode. Thank you for watching. We will pick it up here with the very beginnings of day 7. Resuming some construction on our watchtower. Tell you what we should do real quick before I finish this episode. Okay, so we're in line with our thing. Got to decide how many of these. There's going to be a structural problem with our walkway. So every, I think I probably need 2 support beams, basically. I'm going to put one right there. And I'm going to put one about right there. Oh, there's a screamer. Can I take her out before she screams? I don't know what the proper thing to do with the screamer is. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Maybe if I run away, she won't scream. Let's get a new bow. Alright. Let's deal with this zombie problem real quick, though. Where'd she go? You'd think she would have noticed that she was being attacked. Well, now there's probably no subtle way to go up to her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh, she seems confused. Lights are playing tricks on me there. Is she down? Oh, nope. I got too close. Okay. Well, that's going to inspire about 6 or 7 zombies to come after me. I got her down. That's okay. It's not a huge deal. It's just one of the mechanics that causes you to become vulnerable over time. And these screamer zombies attract more zombies the higher level you get, I think, or something like that. Don't you dare screw up my crops. Oops. A little too casual with that headshot. Okay, so we did get those zombies just fine. Ooh, that was amazing. Actually, that was so worth it with those bullets. Those bullets alone were so worth it. Yeah, whatever. Could have kept the jersey, I guess, but whatever. Okay, let's check the screamer. Where'd she go? She's down here, wasn't she? I guess her body couldn't plop up because of the props. So again, that's one that I probably lost. That's okay. Get these guys down here. Okay, so anyway, the point that I was trying to make before I saw the screamer was that I needed some support beams. I had started building them, but I think the best thing to do now is to kind of gauge the height. Can I make... Yeah, I can actually. I'm just gonna make 9 hay bales real quick. And actually I'll make 2 batches of 9. Hay bales you can jump off onto without taking damage, which is great. So let me just make this temporarily go right there. That way I can get down. But let's try to gauge how tall this needs to be. About 3 more. Like that. That's gonna intersect my roof just about perfectly. You know, let's go for it. So you can go about 3 or 4 blocks over without risking structural issues. And so I think I'm gonna go with 3 and leave it at that. And we'll do something similar on this side. Oh shit, I almost fell. Can I do one more? I might get a structural issue if I do more than this. Although I think I can probably do that. What I could do is I could put diagonals in the corner too. That should enhance structural stability. But what you want is you want these little connectors to provide support for your walkway. And then you gotta protect them at the base. It's one of the few games that actually does structural engineering issues. Okay, there we go. So I want to land right on this hay bale. Okay, no problem. And so we'll just basically do something very similar to that here, well, and then we'll connect them, and in theory the connection should strengthen the whole structure somehow. Then once they're connected, I can connect the whole thing up. So that's going to be my basic design here, and I think I have enough time to get into this on day 7, but it is day 7, and I have already been stealing time from day 7, and so I really should call the episode and move on. Getting some zombie noises though. Let me check that out real quick. Not sure where. Could be my stomach growling. I often get the two confused. Yeah, certainly no zombies inside. Oh, the fire's still on. Whoops. Let's turn that off. Alright, let's store excess stuff. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. Store some of that too, why not? More plant fibers, that's fine. Oh, I can store these hay bales. Maybe I'll keep one with me. Let me keep that with me as well. Okay, and then I'll put those away, and let's get the leather, or the cloth in there. Iron can go in there for now. Paper. Bones. Okay, and then this food, put the food away. Yep, keep my cans down here, I guess. Cans have a certain value because you can't make them. So they're kind of, if you want cans of stuff, you're just going to have to find it. Okay, so that's going to basically do it. I do have 16 extra arrows. Let's put these away. Start accumulating a stockpile of extra arrows. Always good. Okay, well I'm going to end it here, and we'll pick it up here on day 7. And we will continue building our defense tower, and we'll need to do some spikes, hardcore. Like these kind of spikes. That means it's going to need a lot more wood. And we're going to want to do some barbed wire as well. Barbed wire more strategically placed. The spikes somewhat haphazardly placed in my estimation. And we are definitely getting some noises. That's probably my stomach growling again. I'm so paranoid because it's hard to tell the difference between a zombie and your stomach growling in this game. Alright, let's back this tree line up to here. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and place these spikes real quick, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about. So I think one option would be to place a kind of a line of them, sort of a first wave attack block. So for now, I'm just going to put them in a straight line. They tend to get out of sequence eventually. Let's see it like that, you know? That's okay. There's no way to pick them up once you place them, so it is what it is. But now if I were up here on my tower, you know, and the zombies, let's see, if they were coming from that direction, they'd all get stuck there first, then they'd come down here and get stuck there. And it's nice to have different avenues of attack, so that's kind of the game plan. I think I'll be able to get a nice ring of them around the tower before nightfall. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on 7